Hello guys, si Kesan Velas ulit ito at welcome sa episode 52 ng laro tayo ng Super Abattoirs X Cross. Okay, tingnan natin itong yung scenario 29 pa ito, hindi natin matapos-tapos eh. Pahaba ng pahaba eh. Pero at least this time, kasama na natin si Camille. Favorite pilot. Okay, so ano objective natin? Check ko lang natin guys ha, dali lang. Okay, objective natin, defeat all enemies na lang. Camille, Machinery or Pa is defeated. Ano pa ba tayong battleship na pwedeng lumapit? O, wala na. Or Sasha, kaya hindi siya makaganti ito.
Aite no power自慢に付き合う必要はない。悪しきオーラは俺が立つ。沈め。逃げの見たか。
Bigyan natin ng free kill si Camille. Strange. Siraka obliterated my psyche, but I can clearly remember the moment I was called here to Alworth. I heard a voice. It made me feel ill at ease, and I gave you down the Zeta to look after. Now that I'm piloting the Zeta again, can't help but wonder, what should I be doing in this world?
So 簡単にゼータを止められると思うな。
Okay, free kill. Wala ka bang ano? Access? Wala. Pagsaway. Sakay sa ship. Wala kang magagawa dyan. Ikaw, atras ka muna. Wataru. May magagawa ka kaya? Kailangan natin ng axle. So. Dead the Horyuken kagad? Wag. Ito na lang muna.
大きさで負けてる分は正義パワーでカバーだ。放流剣の切れ味を見せてやる。突っ込め竜王丸。
Hindi pa na insta-death. Kung ginamit ko mas malakas na attack, insta-death na yan.
次も頼んだぞ。渡る。
へへ、任せてよ。
Dalawa na lang pala sila. High ground advantage.
One, two, three.
張り切っていこうか。
大胆スリー。
大胆ハンマー。それ。
Last one. 'Actually, ayoko na mag-forward masyado. Pinag-initan mo pa yung mas malakas. Mag-gas masyado. Javelin lang. Ventilation lahat, go.
One, two, three.
三船様のご命令のままに。僕と互角に戦うにはまだまだってとこかな。さて、行きますか。うなれ大胆ジャグリン。そりゃトゥア。これ以上醜態を晒すわけにはいかぬ。
Ship to ship battle, ah. Wala kayong wall pa sa Y.
敵の本丸を狙う。元より無傷で済むとは思っていない。ホーミングレーザー発射。いいだろう。相手にとって不足はない。
Hindi natin gagamitin yung aksa yan. Ba yan? Sige, never mind.
One, two, three.
パワーで勝てぬのならスピードでかく乱する。生きて帰れると思うな。それじゃ豆鉄砲を食らったようなもんだね。受けた分はきちんと返さなきゃな。うなれ大胆ジャグリン。そりゃトゥアー。好敵手と認めてやろう。
Javelin lang.
我闇より生まれし軍団。この堅牢な装具を我ながら惚れ惚れするね。 大胆3でお相手しよう。うなれ大胆ジャグリン。そりゃトゥアまさに超級、まさにスーパー。
Talagang gusto niyo mag-suicide eh, no? Ay, si Mifune nga pala to. Teka. Okay, pasaway ka. Ikaw, worth kang gamitan yan.
信元の将軍が日輪の使者を成敗してくれる。
やるじゃないの。受けた分はきちんと返さなきゃな。
日輪の力を借りて今必殺の3アタッこの程度でうろたえる将軍三船ではないわ。
Okay lang yung 25 go.
Oniさんこちら。人を苦しめる機械はぶっ壊してやる。
ここは竜雷剣だ。渡れ。
わかったよ、竜王丸。電撃を食らわせてやる。そこだ、竜雷剣。
Hindi pa natuluyan. Go.
Yeah!
避けられない攻撃じゃない。自動化された動きはお見通しなんだよ。
Si ano pala eh. Kaya naman pala eh. Si ano, Hoy Kaulu. Wala na. Hindi tayo pwede kumuha ng ano. Okay, go.
ガンダムを欲しがる客のために生け捕りにするね。こいつの切れ味は格別よ。まったくしてやれ。
なんとか無事に済みましたね。指揮官でもあり優秀なパイロットでもあるか。一気に距離を詰める。これで終わりだ。
弱いというのはみっともないね。
Crap. Just in case lang na tumama. Time to clean up your act, axe mogul. Your ace in the hole's gone, and so are the good seeds. It's over. In business, as in war, as in golf, where there's a will, there's a way to make some fat cash. That's how I do business. We're just gonna have to issue a factory shutdown then. Alvarez deserves better than this muggy sky.
ホリウッドの復活などさせてたまるかい。ここは採算度外視でやるで。
Okay, Transformer yung mech niya.
ドラキュラの手下の攻撃など通用しない。
スモクル、世界を汚す奴は許さないぞ。竜雷剣の威力なら
竜王の雷を受けよ。
全力で行くぞ。竜雷剣行け。
こんなんじゃコンボザビクトムせんわい。
Okay, fine. Asan ba? Ganun plus. Wave Rider charge kagad. Although magastos, teka. Ilan ba yung hit point on? Halos for, 3-5. Long beam saber lang.
Kore de kimete yaru! Ike!
Sabi na eh, hindang eh. Yung mga nasa likod. Wala ka bang ano? Wala kang axle ano? Wala nga. Gamitin mo lang to para makapag-recover ka na ano. Boosts morale. Wala. Ito na lang, direct hit. Pwede niyang gamitin yung strongest attack na nice. Hyper Aura Slash. 184. Ito kagad. Intuition, go!
相手のパワー自慢に付き合う必要はない。
Kaso mahina pa rin eh. Okay lang. Bigyan mo na kita ng target na kaya mo. 3-5. 10% to go.
Jamaをするのなら裏切りで抑え。
敗北の報告を三船様にするのが恐ろしい。
Kailangan natin reposition yung mga ships natin. Ito namimiss ko sa ano eh. Sa alpha eh, yung ability ng mga battleship na gumawa rin ano, mga attack-based na abilities. Ay. So.
弾幕しっかりね。敗北の報告を三船様にするのが恐ろしい。
Kailangan natin mag-reposition dito. Bawasan mo man lang sana. Pwede. Hindi naman na-analyze. Trigger lang. Ay, ano, versus ba yan?
敵指揮官機を叩くぞ。全訪問を開け。
了解。全訪問開きます。全砲塔へ動力伝達。
測敵完了。ホーミングレーザー。
はい。
主砲発射。
発射。
この程度でうろたえる。
Kailangan i-smash hit yan para mamatay na agad. Pasaway eh. Hindi na.
Ikeru hazu da. Infanel. Atare.
Ayun yan, this time worth gamitin yan. Pasaway ka. Okay, go. Tapos mo na kagad.
1、2、3
正々堂々と勝負だ。
大胆3
日輪の力を借りて今視察の
バカなこの将軍に
Deads. Pasaway. To build a true Edo in such a landscape is to ask the impossible. I'm taking my leave. Shogun Mifune, even in our work, he refuses to let go of that strange ambition of his. Pasaway, at least tanggal na. Anong pwede mong tamaan? Ayun. Okay, go. Na.
メガファウナを前に出すぞ。目標正面。変装メガ流将撃て。海賊の航空を海船様にするのが恐ろしい。
Okay, kakayanin na yan. If Camille is choosing to fight again of his own volition, then I'm choosing to fight alongside him. Camille is protecting me, which makes me want to protect him. Okay. Kailan hit point na? Isang directed attack lang yan. $3.8. Okay, go.
Omae de wa ore o tomeru koto wa dekin.
やっぱりこうだったか。
Dalawa na lang pala eh. Okay, forward na lahat ng pwede forward. Teka, lahat muna ng Gundam. Go.
この戦いは僕の宇宙に対する償いなんだ。一気に距離を詰める。これで終わりだ。
今のはかなり
Ayoko yung animation mo lang kwenta. Wala kang axle. Wala, snipe meron. There you go.
犯罪用ロボットを破壊する。任務了解。直ちに敵機を撃墜する。排除開始。任務完了。
Pa maabot mo siya? Para matanggal na tong pesting to. Masyadong malapit. Kita ng proceed.
戦争の定石は指揮官を潰すことだ。こちらウィンドウ、メガキャノンを発射する。行くぞ。
私がやられたら組織が崩壊するね。
Gibain mo na. Time to earn your keep. Wala na ano eh. Wala na yung ano eh. Wala na tayong bless. Sayang.
怖く父さんよ。悪事を働くのもここまでだ。てめえも地獄へ道連れだぜ。
もしかしてかなり
Ano yun? Ano nangyari dun? Okay, fine. Kumabot mo sana eh. Abot naman pala eh. Go. Kaya dispatch yan.
指揮官は確実に落とす。エンペラーの怒りの炎がお前を焼き尽くす。全てを出し切れエンペラー。 バカじれ
Peste to ah, yung mamatay. So, pwede combination attack. So, shoulder slicer na lang muna.
パワー勝負でマジンガーが負けるかよ。魔人皇帝の剣撃を見せてやる。拳でどうだ。必殺のショルダースライサー。
これでは私のメンツも丸つぶれではないか。
Business closed forever. Okay, I suppose this means I don't have to keep fighting for that money grab anymore. Pasaway. Does he not realize? Sometimes we mock the things we are. Okay. Isa na lang. Aabot mo ba? Wala eh. Hindi mo rin abot eh. Tingnan dapat mag-transform. Ang pala eh. Axe Mogul. How dare you treat Mashmire like some underpaid factory wage slave? Damn it, kiddo. I found him first, so I got dibs. Dibs on what? If you're gonna call yourself a factory owner, then freaking pay your workers.
Punch の効いた攻撃してくれるやんけ。お釣りはきっちり払わんといかんな。ここは採算度外視でやるで。
俺を狙ったって無駄だぜ。
Wala rin eh. Wait ko na lang to para mag-move forward. Go. You used that cute face of yours to pull one over on me, you 2-bit sorcerer. Oh, you're just awful. 2-bit. I deserve a few more than that, at least. I'm not falling for this again. I learned all about avoiding the wiles of women in night school. Okay? I'm not falling for this again. I learned all about avoiding the wiles of women in night school. Yeah, that's it. Is that so? I'll just fight you head on then. You turn the tears off that fast. Women really are scary.
悪い魔神は退治します。魔力解放、エンチャント、やってみせます。行きなさい、ゼルガード。秘術電光石火。
Haba pa, 13K pa eh.
今のはいい一打やったね。反抗的なやつはあの世にさせんや。出血大サービスの大盤振る舞いや。
このダメージ、傷の内に入りません。
Hindi niya pwede gamitin yan, sayang. Okay, harap-harapan na. Pwede natin gamitin ito. At least. Ano first time? 74. Ano eh, ito lang.
Saあ来い、僕が相手だ。変化ほう。砲火弾。そのまま投げ飛ばせ。変化竜王。
渡る剣を抜け。
必殺。放流剣。
Nice! Nagawa na pala yan.
だーなんでこうなる。
これが僕と竜王丸の力だ。
Nice, hindi ko nasaan, pero at least depths na. Sana? 7.4 lang? At least may nakuha tayong gold bar. Yun, nice. Hybrid armor. Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. My good suits got stolen. My ace in the hole is aced. All I've got is a big fat failed mission. Bingo. It's okay though. You're a bad guy. Failure looks good on you. Put it about it. Hole in one. An unpleasant cash-crazed old man until the very end. Yeah, the bosses of the Doctor Army are pretty much all like that. Alright, we won! It's not over yet, Wataru. Right, we have to get ready to sow the good seeds. Shall we begin by demolishing that castle? It's in rather poor taste. With Axe Mogul defeated, the Doctor Army is completely withdrawn from the Sludge Sanctum. Then there's no need to hold back. Last such sanctum to kingdom come. $290 attack points. Hollywood. Wow, the greenery really did come back in an instant. This is the power of the good seeds, one of the treasures of Mount Sokai. There are still plenty of good seeds left, so if the Doctor army is polluted anywhere else, we'll be able to take care of it in a jiffy. Their operation totally crashed and burned, right? It did, but we probably won't be able to avoid the Doctor army clashing with the Keepers of Order. We can't look away as the fires of war continue to spread, but we have to take advantage of the opportunity to save those they've captured. On that note, there's something I'd like to confirm, which is the very origins of Alworth itself. I see, so Lady Haman has perished. It probably sounds crazy coming from me, but she went out in a blaze of glory. I must thank you, Judao. You clearly understood her. You can tell? I lost my life in the battle with the Glemmy faction and ended up here in Alworth. The person who instigated a rebellion against Haman Karn at the end of the First Neo-Zeon War. His full name was Glemmy Toto. He was the master of Elpeo Puru and the Puru series. He used them to form a new type squad in an effort to control Neo-Zeon. However, he was attacked by the Z Gundam, piloted by Ru Loka, and died. No, considering that I'm here alive, saying that I lost my life may not be the most accurate choice of phrase. But when I was between life and death, I believe I heard Haman's voice. She said she was glad she came back, that she got to meet a strong young lad. That was you, wasn't it, Judao? What are you going to do from here on? The greenery here in Hollywood soothes my turbulent heart. I wish to stay here and pay my last respect to Lady Haman. Sounds good, Mashimri. If that's how you want to live, you won't hear a peep out of us. Thank you, Judao. Be well, Mashimri. You saved me. I'll never forget that. You said your name was Camille, yes? I'd like to ask you one final question. What are you to that beautiful angel? A friend? At least that's what I would have said until recently. But now, I want to move things forward, if only a little. Camille, there's nothing else for me to say. Hearing that... There's nothing else for me to say. Hearing that, allow me to see you off. Goodbye, my angel. You saved me from the depths of darkness. I shall never forget you, so long as I live. I dedicate the rest of my life to the rose that lives eternally within me. Lady Haman, my heart is forever yours. Okay, so... take muna natin, tapos... upgrades tayo ng pwede natin upgrades. So, teka. Scenario 29, Asher Points 29. Okay, go. Bolt muna. Fa, do you find those clothes to your liking? Thank you, Sparrow. When I'm fighting, these clothes make me feel more like I can give it my all. O uniform niya, pattern din ng Mythos. Although it feels like the skirt's a little shorter than before. Terribly sorry. Some of my personal tastes seem to have seeped in. And what do you think of it, Camille? Well, I think it looks great on you, Fa. If you think so, Camille, then I must thank you, Camille. If Master found out about this, it would have only caused another disturbance. And I owe you thanks for something else. The affection you two hold for each other is utterly delicious. Oh yes, allow me to offer the rather marvelous parts I obtained from the Sludge Factory Sanctum Ruins. Power parts, extra arms acquired. Okay. Save muna. Kano yung gold natin? 3,450,000. Okay. Teka. Sub orders. Dagdagan pa natin yan. Teka. Kills. Kailangan ni Camille. Sino? Huwag na si Toby ah. Cecily. Ganap natin dalawa. Black Mike Gain. Deluge tsaka sige, Black Knight gain na isa. Kailangan mag-level. Tobia, Elri, Ada, dalawa na lang. Sige, kayong dalawa. Tapos kahit sino na tas iba. Kahit pa paano dagdagan. Change pilot. Change pilots. Mas maganda to kaysa doon sa gamit niya eh. Mas maganda yun kaysa doon eh. Tanggalin na natin yung parts. Save mo na. Tapos, grapes. Asan na yung Regizi? Okay lang. Double zeta. Double zeta. Or di ko lang makita. But never mind. Power parts. Cannot we get extra arms? Yan na lang. Bigyan natin ng gamit yung Regizi. Bigyan natin ng skill, si Pa, tsaka si Camille lang naman ng bago eh. Kailangan niya ng support defense, tsaka kailangan niya enhance attack, tsaka ace pilot. Pa. Kailangan niya ng dalawang support. Ito natin for now. So, sakto mag 1 hour na halos eh. Diba? Tuloy na natin yung sub-scenario next episode. Ay, okay, sige, kunin natin. Teka lang. Pipili lang yata tayo ng path dito. So, sige, kunin na natin to. Ano pa naman ito? Lalagpas lang naman ng konti ng 1 hour eh. Our creation myth. Yes, I'd like you to tell it to everyone to help prepare for our upcoming battles. In our own worlds, we've all dealt with scientists bent on world domination, insatiable criminals and other scum. We've even faced them in battle, but none of us have encountered the sorts of beings that show up in myths. If we're going to have to fight them, we need to know more about the lore of Alworth. We've already heard that Ender, the god of wisdom, worshipped by the keepers, is said to be the creator of Alworth. Raquel, tell us more about that. Alright, I'll tell you the creation myth orally, passed down by the keepers of order. The tale of Alworth's birth, huh? Something tells me this will be good. Yeah, it's probably a totally epic fantasy, but I'd be willing to bet it won't end up being all unicorns and rainbows. Hey, quit trying to scare us, Tetsuya. I'm just trying to give you fair warning. Most myths turn out fine for the gods, but not so fine for the mortals. The tale starts long ago, in a time all but forgotten. In the beginning, there was nothing. No universe, no stars, no light, no darkness. Nothing but a void. Within that vacuum, and the god of wisdom created Alworth. Wisdom consists of not knowing, feeling and confirming. The world was born when Ender recognized it as such within this empty void. Ender called that world Alworth, the beginning. Alworth is not the name of a planet, but rather the entire world of which it is a part. Alworth is not the name of a planet, but rather the entire world of which it is a part. That newly born world was intended to be a paradise brimming with the fruit of wisdom. As beings born from various universes came to Alworth in search of this paradise, it became the site of the battle between the dragons of light and darkness. The seekers of paradise fought alongside the dragons, and both sides sustained injuries and fell. As a result, light and darkness ended up coexisting on Alworth. Those who survived worshipped Ender, and the chosen received Ender's wisdom in the form of teachings. Those chosen were in fact the sorcerers of the Keepers of Order, and the miracles they worked were called Ender's dogmas. That's the gist of the myth as it's known by the Keepers. The fairy tale I know about Alworth is largely the same. There are some differences, but the lore I've heard in various regions is also similar. When I hear the Dragon of Darkness mentioned, I can't help but think that Tok'tar's involved. That would mean that the forces of Olympus work with the Dragons of Darkness too. We should probably assume that whatever league they form is to honor the ancient pact. There's some uncertainty regarding the timeline, but I'm fairly sure that Aura didn't visit Alworth until after the era of its genesis. then the Seekers of Paradise must have been settlers from a time even earlier than our ancestors, the ancient humans. Angie, does Mitsurugi have a creation myth like this? Sure, and it's basically the same as the one told by the Keepers. Ours doesn't emphasize Ender's role as much though. Instead, the story features a hero who founded the Empire, but that's probably just embryo. Simon, what about the Land of Beasts? We were forced to live underground, but I've never actually heard any legends like that. Then let me answer that question. You? One of my jobs was actually to act as a storyteller. I spent some time learning about the lore passed down by the Beastmen. According to that, the Spiral King, who was the king of the Beastmen, apparently fought in the War of Light and Darkness. Oh, that's news to me. Given that the Beastmen were foes of humanity, they likely sided with the Dragon of Darkness. Interesting. Perhaps that's the part of the reason Kurama and I were turned into animals. What's the matter, Nadia? Nothing. I just can't shake the feeling that I've heard this story somewhere before. I wonder why. On one hand, the war between Wataru and the rest of the Keepers of Order, on one hand, the war between Wataru, the rest of us, and the Keepers of Order, Doctor and Olympus. On the other hand, on one hand, the war between Wataru, the rest of us, and the Keepers of Order, Doctor and Olympus on the other, might be a reenactment of the War of Light and Darkness. So you're saying that after all these years, the mythical war is repeating itself? But our alliance with the Keepers of Order isn't exactly solid, and since Mitsurugi has recruited other worlders, we can't tell which side they're on. It sounds like things are way more complicated than during the Age of Mythology. Maybe, but we still need to keep the fighting from spreading anymore. That means we should probably prioritize Doctor's defeat, since he apparently leads the forces of darkness. I'm with you there. If that fiend sacrifices people to resurrect the Dragon of Darkness, it'll be too late. But if Mitsurugi jumps into that fight, things could get ugly. What do you think, Captain Kuramitsu? Well, it sounds like everyone's thinking pretty much the same thing. And our best move is probably to divide our squad into two teams to tackle both problems. I figure you might say that, so I already came up with a way to organize the teams. The Doctor Assault team will continue fighting the Doctor Army while gathering intel on the people who were kidnapped. And the anti-Mitsurugi team will head for the Land of Mana to stop Mitsurugi's invasion force. The Doctor Assault team will take the Nautilus as its mothership and will include each machine. The Giratan, the Aura Battlers, the Titan 3, Brave Crest Corps, Paramills, Nightmare Frames, Mazinger Team, and Gurren Lagann. The anti-Mitsurugi team will take the Megafauna, and Cygnus as its motherships and will include the Mobile Suits and Valiancers. So yung isang team, walang battleship na merong support ability, walang commander. Tapos yung isa, dalawa. Okay, so you let me decide which team to join. Okay, so you'll let me decide which team to join like before, right? You got it. The Doctor Assault team and Anti-Mitsurugi team. Take your pick. Water's group and Angie's group. The Super Robots, the Luch's group, Shu's group, and the Giratan trio are going with the Doctor Assault team. And the Mobile Suits and Valiancers will be heading out with the Anti-Mitsurugi team, right? Last time nag-ano tayo Doctor tayo So, this time, naman tayo, mag-Mitsurugi naman tayo. Go with the Anti-Mitsurugi team. If we let the other worlders under Mitsurugi do as they please, the war in Alworth will spread. To stop them, I'd like to go with the anti-Mitsurugi team. Got it. I know we can count on you. Yes, sir. Well then, everyone. Both teams will be deploying for their missions tomorrow. Tonight's a send-off party, so I hope you have a good time. Ganun may party pa kayo. Ano ba yan? A reenactment of a mythical battle. I somehow doubt that we'll be able to avoid conflict with the keepers of order forever. But I won't run away. After all, doing what I truly want is my personal dogma. So, divide ulit yung teams natin. So, teka. Save, tapos vault ulit, teka. Alworth, the beginning, and the god of wisdom, the dragons of light and darkness, seekers of paradise. The Transnet mix must struggle to carry on in the face of all of that. The question remains, what should I do? Okay. Save. Wala naman tayong i-upgrade tsaka ano eh. Sub-orders ulit. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So, 16. Tika-apat lang. Okay, fine. Apat na... Okay, kakao. Kakao. Ayan. So, ikaw na lang, Sidok. Simulator. Oh, marami naman pala eh. Pwede pa tayo magdagdag. Upgrades lang tayo gagawin. So, 3,560,000. 3,500,060. Okay, sa points ah. Okay. End na muna natin for now. Tapos din yung pagkahababang mission, grabe.
渡るよ。プレイヤーがゲームを中断するようだぞ。
中断って言えば龍神丸。龍神丸って僕に呼び出されるまでの間何してんの？まさかスパロボをプレイしてたりとか。
そんなわけはないだろう。
怪しいな。それじゃあセーブデータを見せてよ。
プレイヤーの諸君、私はこれにて失礼する。また平和のため力を貸してくれるように頼むぞ。
Actually, ito nga lang kauna-unahang game kung saan kayo lumabas eh, pasaway. Wala pa Super Robot Wars na kasama kayo noon eh, ngayon lang eh. Dito pa lang sa Xbox, di pa naulit sa... Sana nga naulit sa 30, pero hindi eh.
消えちゃった。あれは絶対スパロボをプレイしてるな。
Okay guys, end na natin for now. So, quit game. Saan yung mouse natin? Okay, so, Keshan Velosa signing off guys. Next episode na lang ulit.